Close your eyes for a second. Not really. Keep reading, but feel this first. It's August. The sun is going down behind the rooftops, bleeding orange into a sky that hasn't decided if it's still day or already night. You can smell dust. Real dust, kicked up off a cracked patch of asphalt or a dry patch of grass, mixed with the smell of someone's dinner drifting out of an open window 3 houses down. Your knees are scraped. Your shirt is stuck to your back. Somewhere behind you, a ball smacks against a wall, and 8 voices, some cracking, some still high and childish, argue over whether that last shot actually crossed the line. Your phone is in your pocket. You forgot it was even there. It only exists for one thing. The moment your mother's name flashes on the screen, her voice cutting through the noise of the street. Come home, it's getting dark. And you groan. And you go, dragging your feet, already planning tomorrow's rematch. That was a whole day, a whole world. And nobody filmed a second of it. Now, open your eyes. Come back to now, to 2026. The room is dark. The only light is the cold blue-white glow crawling across your face, flickering with every swipe. Your thumb is moving. You didn't tell it to. It just moves up, up, up. A joke, a tragedy, an ad, a stranger's kitchen, a stranger's breakdown, a stranger's abs. Up, up, up. You don't remember what you just watched? You never do. It's 11:47 p.m. You told yourself you'd put it down at 10. What happened between that street corner and this room? What happened between dust on your knees and a thumb that won't stop moving? That's what we're here to find out. Let's go back. Not with facts and dates, with your senses. It's 2016. The air outside has that specific mid-decade warmth. Thick, golden, a little humid. The kind of heat that makes you want to be outside instead of hiding from it. You're walking through a park at dusk and you're not alone. Nobody is alone. Groups of strangers are wandering the same paths, phones held out in front of them like little lanterns, laughing, bumping into each other, all chasing the same invisible creature hiding behind a bench. Someone yells that there's a rare one by the fountain, and total strangers run toward each other instead of away. You smile at people you'll never see again. It costs nothing. It means everything. Your phone buzzes. It's a text. Just a text. A friend asking if you're still coming. A meme that made someone think of you. Nothing more sinister than that. There's no ring light in your bedroom. There's no thought of content. You post a blurry photo of a plate of food or your friends laughing mid-sentence, caption typed in 10 seconds. Filter may be applied because it looked nice, not because an algorithm demanded it. Nobody is building a brand. Nobody is a creator. You are just a person, sharing a moment because the moment felt good and you wanted it to exist somewhere outside your own memory. Car windows are down. A synth line rises out of someone's speakers. Alan Walker's faded, all that aching digital longing wrapped in a beat you can't help but move to, and it drifts down the street and disappears into someone else's summer. Somewhere else, a slower, smoother rhythm rolls out of another car. Drake, half singing, half talking, and everyone in earshot knows exactly which song it is within 2 seconds. Vine videos are 6 seconds of pure, chaotic, low-stakes joy. A kid named Daniel gets roasted for wearing the same white hoodie twice, and somehow it becomes the funniest thing on the internet for a week. Nobody scripted it. Nobody optimized it for retention. It just happened, and it spread because people genuinely wanted to show it to each other. Not because a neural network decided you needed to see it to stay hooked for 4 more minutes. This wasn't perfection, but it was presence. The phone was a tool you picked up on purpose and put down without thinking twice. The internet was a place you visited. It hadn't yet become the place you lived. Now put the two side by side. Don't look away from this part. Communication. In 2016, you ran. You physically ran. Down streets, across fields, toward a ball, toward your friends, breathless and sweating, and there. In 2026, you sit. 2 people can be in the same room, on the same couch, inches apart, and communicate through 2 separate screens with 2 separate strangers. In total silence, in total isolation, together, and yet nowhere near each other at all. Content creation. In 2016, a video was raw, shaky, real, filmed on a phone with a cracked screen, passed from friend to friend because it made someone laugh, not because it made someone money. In 2026, you scroll past faces that were never born. Synthetic, algorithmically generated, engineered by systems trained to know exactly which micro-expression will make your thumb pause for one more half-second. The content isn't for you anymore. It's aimed at you. It doesn't wait to be discovered. It hunts. Mental state. In 2016, your phone waited for you. It sat in your pocket, silent, patient, a tool with no opinion about your attention. In 2026, your attention is the product. Somewhere in a server farm, a system has quietly learned the exact rhythm of your loneliness, the exact hour you're most likely to feel empty, the exact color and cadence that keeps your thumb moving 3 seconds longer than it should. You are not holding your phone. Your phone, and everything behind it, is holding you. This is not nostalgia for a calendar year. This is grief for a kind of attention we didn't know we'd lose. So what happened? What turned the golden light of that August evening into the cold blue glow of this room? First, the pause that never really ended. Somewhere in the middle of it all, the entire world stopped. Streets that used to be full of running kids went silent. Doors closed. Human bonds that used to form in parks and hallways and street corners were suddenly forced through screens. Because screens were all that was left. We told ourselves it was temporary. But something about that isolation never fully lifted. We got used to being alone together. We got used to the glow. Second, the marketplace took over the town square. The internet used to feel like a place you hung out. Slowly, without anyone voting on it, it became a place you performed in. Every post became a pitch. Every face became a brand. Every hobby needed a niche. Every niche needed a strategy. Every strategy needed a course you could buy to learn it faster than the person next to you. The town square didn't disappear. It got paved over and turned into a shopping mall. And somehow, we're the product being sold on every floor. Third, we grew up, and the world got heavier at the exact same time. Some of this melancholy isn't about the internet at all. It's about you. In 2016, you didn't have a mortgage breathing down your neck, or a career you're terrified of falling behind in, or the compounding weight of adult decisions stacking one on top of another until you can barely see over them. Back then, the world felt lighter, partly because you were lighter. That matters. We have to be honest about that, even while everything else we've said is true too. Fourth, the uncanny hum of the machines. And now, underneath all of it, there's a new kind of static. A low, constant hum of dread that wasn't there before. It's the unsettling half-second where you're not sure if a face is real. It's the awareness that something, somewhere, is predicting you, finishing your sentences before you type them, recommending your next obsession before you know you have one. In 2016, artificial intelligence lived in research labs, distant and theoretical. In 2026, it lives in your pocket, learning the shape of your loneliness better than your closest friends do. Isolation, commercialization, the weight of adulthood, the hum of prediction. Layer them together, and you don't get a single tragedy. You get a slow, quiet erosion of presence. And erosion doesn't announce itself. It just leaves you, one day, sitting in the dark, wondering where the years went. Here's the truth underneath all of it, the one worth sitting with. You don't actually want 2016 back. Not the calendar year, not the specific songs or the specific memes or the specific shape of that particular summer. If a time machine appeared in front of you right now, doors open, engine humming, offering you a one-way ticket back to that exact August evening, you'd hesitate. Because it's not the year you're grieving, it's who you were inside it. You're not longing for 2016. You're longing for the version of yourself who existed before the algorithms learned your name. Unburdened, unmonetized, fully present, laughing at something just because it was funny, not because it was performing well. You're grieving a self who looked up instead of down. A self whose attention belonged to the evening light and the sound of a ball against a wall, not to a server farm optimizing for one more scroll. And here's the part that should feel less like grief and more like relief. That self isn't gone. You didn't lose them in some year that already ended. They're still in you, right now, in this dark room underneath the blue light, just waiting for you to stop feeding your attention to something that was never built to give it back. We don't need a time machine. We were never asking for 2016. We're asking for presence. And presence doesn't require 10 years of travel. It requires one decision. Made tonight, made right now. Put the phone down. Look up. Feel the room you're actually in. The magic was never the year. The magic was you choosing to be there. You can choose it again.